Good morning, children. Mr. Bruce here. It may not be morning your time either because I'm taping this. It's nighttime where I am, so I had to light my room up bright so we could see the colors in this next book, which is called Eric and Carle, Friends. Before we start, we're going to have our eyes watching, ears listening, voices quiet, body calm. Now, this book doesn't have much of a story to it, but it has a lot of great colors. So we're going to try to look at the art and imagine ourselves inside this book today. Eric and Carle are friends. There once were two friends who were always together. They played together, they ran together, they danced together, and they told each other secrets. But one day, the boy was all alone. His friend was gone. She had moved far away. I miss her, he said. Wherever she is, I must find her. Then he took a deep breath and he counted to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All different color 10. And then he jumped into a swift river. The water was freezing cold. Brr. The river was wide and it took a long time to swim across. The river is so wild and cold you can't even see the boy in it. Can you imagine that you're that cold and wet? When he got to the other side, it was already dark. The stars watched over him and he looked up and saw them. Even the stars looked like they were a different color. He finally went to sleep. The next morning, he saw a tall mountain ahead. He started to walk up one side of it. He walked and his legs got tired. He was very, very tired. It was very steep. It was hard work. Finally, he got to the very tippy top up here. And then he slid right down to the other side. Plunk. The boy landed in a broad meadow on a hot day. The grass was damp and cool. Can you try to smell the grass when it's around the water? He strolled through it and breathed deeply. Next, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it began to rain. Splish, splash, splish, splash. The rain was beating down on him. Can you feel the rain? Try to feel the rain against your body. He had to dash through the falling drops. We still can't see him. It's raining so hard. After a while, the boy ran to a meadow and he felt tired. He fell asleep and he dreamed that he was floating on a cloud. Can you imagine that you're floating on a cloud? It's like a giant marshmallow that floats through the sky. Then, when he woke up, he was in the middle of a deep, deep forest. The shadows danced around him. You could hear, ooh, ah, ah, ah. He got a little scared. He rushed out into the woods and he ran and he ran and he ran. And he ended up in a beautiful flower garden with all different color flowers. While he was there, he picked some flowers and made a bouquet. And he started walking and walking and walking and walking. And finally, out of nowhere, there was his friend. I found you. And she said, I knew you would come. I found you. Together they played and they ran and they danced just like in old times. They told each other secrets and they got married and lived happily ever after. The end. This book was about a little boy and he went through a bunch of different things in nature and he felt each one he was in. He could smell the grass. He felt the rain. He could hear the thunder when it rained. When he was in the river, he was freezing. When he climbed a mountain, he was tired. Do you ever think of a story in your own mind? And when you're telling it to yourself, you can feel that you're tired or scared or on a cloud? Well, that's what this story's about. Maybe you can try to make up your own story and tell it to your folks. Or you can tell it to me the next time you see me. Until then, be good, wash your hands, be good to your parents. And remember, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Bye-bye.